Okay, let's put the focus now on the High Command. With the news break that came in the next 1 to 2 days, you could see Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar being summoned. Where does the High Command really stand right now, or what's happening with the CM crisis? Let's begin with Mallikarjun Kharge, who's someone at this point remains undecided. He was in Bengaluru. In all of his communications said the High Command will decide, whatever that means, considering this gentleman right here is the AICC chief. But having said that, there's always been talk that he himself harbors CM ambitions. He's been public, vocal about it a few years ago. But now does he think that this is my time? There's a possibility I can become the chief minister. Is that why he's refusing to take a stand? Well, at this point, so far, he's undecided. And his CM ambitions are known. So maybe that's a factor to consider. Then there's Sonia Gandhi. Well, as far as Sonia Gandhi goes, she has a clear favorite in this fight. That is DK Shivkumar. Why? Because there have been several times when he stepped in to dissolve one crisis after another for the Congress. He's been the troubleshooter in chief for the Congress, a trusted lieutenant of Sonia Gandhi, which is why she does, in a way, want DK Shivkumar. Remember, in 2023, it was Sonia Gandhi who stepped in and assured DK Shivkumar that we will make you the chief minister in 2.5 years. Rahul Gandhi, however, wants Siddaramaiah. Why? Because of the veteran administrator that Siddaramaiah is, one. Secondly, OBC leader. It fits right into Rahul Gandhi's narrative of reaching out to the OBCs, constantly speaking about the OBCs, their rights, and that they are suppressed. So in such a circumstance, it doesn't really fit into his politics to remove a chief minister, an OBC chief minister, because then there'll be questions about how serious Congress is about that particular issue of uplifting OBC. So that's a bit of a situation there that the Congress finds itself in. But this is how really the High Command is stacked right now. Each of them have their favorites. And so if you look at it right now, it's 1-1 in a way. Let me bring in our reporters on this broadcast as well for really what happens now. If Sagai, as our news break earlier today was saying that it is Sonia Gandhi who has the ultimate say, who has the final call, that means advantage DK Shivkumar.
See, it will play to the advantage of DK Shivkumar. Time and again, DK Shivkumar has said that he is our mother, Nammatai. She is the one who supported him when he was in Tihar jail. She met him in Tihar jail, promised him, stating that you will be made as a KPCC president. And even if you win the elections under your leadership, you will be rewarded. You don't worry. And he got out of the prison, and everything was history, where he was made a chief minister and he brought Congress to power. What we get to learn through sources from the deputy chief minister's office is that Sonia Gandhi had promised, stating that there will be a change in power after 2.5 years. It is the Gandhi family which has said, and there was a modalities which has been worked in a room with 6 senior leaders, including Mallikarjun Kharge, K.C. Venugopal, Randeep Surjewala, Siddaramaiah, DK Shivkumar, and his brother. That's when there was a pact between them, saying that you take care of first 2.5 years, and I will take care of second 2.5 years. That's when DK Suresh had asked them to make this as a public, make a media announcement. That's when one of the senior Congress leaders went on to say that if you do so, the administration will have a negative impact. It is going to affect that. So we will not make any announcement. However, this is a pact, and we will ensure that we will implement this. There was a question which wasn't raised at that point of time. What if the similar kind of situation, what happened in Rajasthan, might replicate in Karnataka? What if Siddaramaiah becomes another Ashok Gehlot? But Siddaramaiah said that I will not be, whatever the word, whatever the promise that I make, I'll fulfill. I'll walk the talk. I'll ensure that there is a power transition smoothly 7 days before 2.5 years has been completed. So this is what the Deputy Chief Minister's office sources have told us, and this is what the drama unfolded according to them in Delhi after 2023 elections results.
So interestingly, what you're referring to, Sagai, is something that DK Shivkumar spoke of today in a subtle hint, saying and indicating that, look, if you look back at what happened in 2023, the result wasn't just courtesy Siddaramaiah, it was very much courtesy DK Shivkumar as well. So he said this was a joint effort of sorts that ensured the victory for the Congress in Karnataka in 2023. Let's play out some of those reactions from DK Shivkumar from earlier today.
ನಾನು ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರು ಸೇರಿ ನನಗೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾನು ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನತೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಯುವಕರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಪಾರವಾದಂಥ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ 3 ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಕಣ್ಣು. ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಮಾಜ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನ ನೇತೃತ್ವದ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇರಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಈ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೀಪವನ್ನು ಹಚ್ಚಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ ದೀಪ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದನೇ ಬೆಳಗಲಿ. ಈ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅನೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ರೂಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ನಾಯಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಸುಮಾರು 20 ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅಧಿಕಾರ ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ರವರು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರ ಸೊಸೆಗೆ ಕರೆದ್ರು. ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ, ಈ ದೇಶದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ತಜ್ಞ, ಈ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು, ಆ ತಾಯಿ ಮನಮೋಹನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇವತ್ತು ಆಶಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬಂತು. ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಖಾತ್ರಿ.
You really have to read between the lines with DK Shivkumar. Forget, world power is world power. That was as clear as it gets. But Anaga, you listen to what really the Deputy Chief Minister said at that government event in the presence of Siddaramaiah. The messaging is very clear. He's trying to send across that message that he had a big role to play in the 2023 win. He speaks of guarantees. He speaks of Sonia Gandhi and her sacrifices, all that she's done for the Congress.
Well, in fact, and he's not wrong in saying that, because when you take a look at what happened in the year 2023, most of it was under the leadership of DK Shivkumar. Whether, mobilizing cadre or whether be it the 40% Sarkara charge that they leveled against the then BJP government, everything has been under the direct administration of DK Shivkumar, because he is the KPCC chief. So there he is taking credit for 2023 victory and also for the 5 guarantee schemes. And therefore, if you do pay closer attention to his speech, he also makes a mention of sacrifice very tacitly, not really directly implying up this power tussle, but he brings in Sonia Gandhi. Many times before, he has mentioned that Sonia Gandhi is like his own mother. Back when, at a time of his own crisis that he had in Tihar jail, it was Sonia Gandhi who had been to that jail to visit him. So it's very clear that DK Shivkumar really respects her, and therefore he calls her as somebody who had sacrificed her position of power, that position of prime ministership that she let go to make way of Manmohan Singh, and therefore he keeps Sonia Gandhi as an idol.
So in a way, if Sonia Gandhi was taking a decision, DK Shivkumar will remind her. He will remind her that in 2023, it was on your assurance that I stepped back and I said that, okay, I'll be the Deputy Chief Minister, I'll be the Karnataka Congress Chief. I will not attempt to be Chief Minister for 2.5 years.